Hi, third grade teachers. Welcome to your first Common Core report card. We're just going to walk you through it today to help you feel comfortable filling one out. Once you pull up an individual report card for one of your students, the very first thing you'll mark is their whether or not attendance is affecting their schoolwork. The actual attendance will be automatically populated for you, and it'll show their absences and tardies between August 25th and November 7th, so you don't have to worry about that. Then you'll get into marking the actual standards themselves, and you'll be giving a score for each of the clusters. So for literature, you'll mark key ideas, details, craft and structure, integration of knowledge and ideas. And if you feel comfortable marking an actual score for each of those clusters, you'll do so over here. If for some reason you feel like you don't have enough information or data, or you haven't had enough time to teach and assess a particular cluster, it would be okay to mark an NE, but we really suggest that you talk that over with your grade level so that there's some site consistency. And then, of course, by the end of the year, you will have marked for each of the clusters. You'll do the same thing for informational text, giving a score for each cluster, key ideas, details, craft and structure, integration of knowledge and ideas. And then for foundational skills, you'll give a score for phonics and word recognition or fluency. Once you get into writing, you'll all give a score for narrative because that was our first trimester unit of study. And you can go ahead and mark NE for informational text and opinion argument writing. We're hoping that you have enough data through writer's notebooks and process writing to mark develops and strengthens writing. And hopefully you've talked with your grade level team about what you'd want to use to mark up researches to build and present knowledge. Once you get down to speaking and listening, you'll go ahead and give a score for these two clusters, and same for language. You'll give a score for each of the three clusters. Once you get into math, it's possible that you haven't obviously taught everything, so that'll be an area where you will follow the suggested sequencing that our fabulous instructional coach has given you for math. So once you get past math, then you'll get into science, social studies, and VAPA. Those are all areas of the curriculum that you'll be marking as the classroom teacher. And then music, PE, and science lab will all be marked up by your individual site specialists. Looks like the science teachers already marked that up. And then you're looking at the section of the report card that indicates those habits of success and lifelong learning. And you'll be go ahead and go through each child and think about what are particular strengths and areas of need. If you have children who are just developing appropriately in those areas, you'll just go ahead and put an asterisk to show that. When you get to the progress toward promotion section, you'll carefully mark if you've worked with the child and they are currently at risk of not meeting standards. Most likely you'll show yes or no and just ignore the blank option. For SIP file and SST, if you have a student who you're currently working with, you'll go ahead and show that yes, they are a child that currently has a student improvement plan on file for this current marking period. If they've had one in the past, you don't need to show that here. You're just responsible for marking this current trimester to show whether or not they have one of those on file. Then you get into the comment section, and what you'll find is that you have 3 options for drop-down pre-selected comments. So you can just go ahead and choose some of the ones that are kind of pre-done for you if you'd like. There's some in the area of curriculum. You can choose drop-down comments regarding citizenship or study skills. There's also a section for homework, attendance, and then you'll notice new for this year, there's a section at the very bottom so that if you have a child that's in special ed, you can go ahead and mark that they're currently working on their IEP goals by choosing the one at the very bottom of the list. So if you do in fact have a student that's in resource or special ed, you may want to use one of your drop-down menu options to choose this one here. Then you get the choice to go ahead and draft some narrative comments for each child, and you have 560 characters, which we believe is more than what you had last year. And once you've done entering yours, The other sections are for the specialist teachers to fill out themselves. So the science teacher, PE teacher, and music all have the option to complete their own custom comments. Don't forget to save your work at the end, and good luck. We hope you find that this report card shows your students' progress. Okay, thanks.